Past life regression therapy is based on the ancient belief of reincarnation. It all begins with the belief in life after death. The real value of past life hypnosis is in its results, in its ability to assist us in healing and removing the blocks that keep us from achieving our full potential. Past lives regression therapy has so many benefits. It offers a different perspective of our current life. This helps us connect to things about ourselves and begin to understand who we truly are and why we do the things we do. Learning about past life events can help you discover and release blocks that may be affecting your present life circumstances. You may uncover why you are experiencing emotional, mental, or physical issues. Past life regression therapy can help you let go of deeply seated emotions and fears that are tied to issues in your present life. The release of these emotions strengthens your self-esteem and fosters forgiveness towards yourself and others. Using past life regression, you can go back to the cause of any issue. Past life regression can be extremely healing for you to discover and create harmony for yourself in your present life.
Hello.
Hi. How are you, Jara?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I have a
Did
bit
you
of a
see that I got that flawless? I did that intro flawlessly, and there's only one person in the thing.
yes. Oh, I'm the
Yeah.
only one in here?
I don't know if it's you or if it's me or who it is, but it's nobody. But still, out of
Where is
11
everybody?
shows, I know, out of 11 shows, the very first time I did it flawlessly.
Aw. Good job. Good job. Good job. I'm going to say it like many times that way. It's like people are in here. So what's going on? Maybe people are still on Mog's show? Maybe?
I don't know. I think he's over. I think he is done.
Yeah,
I'll
but
check.
maybe he ran over.
Sometimes he does run over.
Maybe he ran over. Oh, dear.
Oh,
I found the character for my sometimes character. I mean, like the filter on Snapchat. I found the sometimes guy. I don't know if I've done sometimes for you.
Oh, that's
Haven't
funny.
I?
When you kind of showed me.
Yeah.
He's still on.
Is he? That's why.
Okay, so maybe I could go on his show while I'm on our show.
Okay.
Another hotel room. Motel room.
Oh, wait, he's not on.
But I am on the LBL. Yeah.
He's off.
He's not on? Oh.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so he's off. So everybody's out of that. And I didn't go on. I usually go on his show every time before we go on, so that I can remind everybody to come to the show. But
Hey, what's up, everybody?
I couldn't do it this time because I was busy.
Oh.
But I did go on.
I don't know what
show.
you were busy doing. Jeez. Probably not helping your friend. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I went on his show on Tuesday, but my battery died while I was talking on that show, so I didn't get to plug the show at all. So it's sucky. But still, they know they might show up. Who knows if they do, if they don't.
Yeah,
I just told the lady, Barbara Ray, about it, so she might pop in.
Oh, cool. Yes, I need to get back to her too. So what was I going to say? Oh, I was thinking about things that we could talk about, and I had an idea. Oh, I was going to ask everybody, like, what kind of weird, has anybody had anything that they saw that was super weird, like the plane thing? Because I'm starting to think maybe I didn't No, I'm positive I saw what I saw.
Oh, the
What's the
plane thing.
weirdest thing? Yes. What's the weirdest
Did I
thing
tell
you
you that
went?
in your picture I could see like an outline of where a plane would be?
Yeah, you did. I
Isn't
haven't
that
looked at the
weird?
video again. I'm gonna look at it again because maybe this would be a good time, I guess, to practice to see if I
Yeah,
can
it
put
would.
stuff
It'd be a
on
great
things.
time to do that.
Because I think I posted that video on Messenger in our conversation with Robert, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. Let me see. No, it
Let's see
was
where
to you. It was only to you, not to.
is it? Oh, okay.
I
So
I
is it on
think.
Messenger or is it on? Let me see.
Oh wait, what is that thing? Did you
What is
do
it?
that?
Did I do what?
That cross with the mask?
Oh, that I sent to you? Yes,
Yeah. Oh, I just now saw that. Dude, how pretty.
I
That's
made
so
it.
cool. How'd you make the
$25
mask?
in the shop. I found it at the Dollar Tree. Everything on there is from the Dollar
Oh,
Tree.
that's amazing, dude. That looks really cool. I like it. We need to have a crafting session, dude, because like
Dude, it'll be fun. I did that in like an
need
hour.
I need your support in like not forcing me, but like you need to be a good influence on me in that I need to do crafting instead of just buying supplies and not doing
Oh,
anything with
definitely. Oh, I really did want to have a session with you. Coaching session. Well, you do hypnosis with me, so that means that you do get coaching. Anytime you do hypnosis, it's hand in hand.
it.
So
Yes, because I need coaching.
the other day, since there's nobody in here, do you mind if we talk about it a little?
Coaching?
Yeah.
No, as long as
Okay. So the other day,
yeah.
you were like a little frustrated because you didn't have enough time and you're always doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to coach you a little bit on
Telling myself I don't have time.
me on having me time or
Mm,
address
yeah.
maybe. I wonder what we could do.
I
What
don't
would you like
ever
more of in your life, Jara? What would you like more of in your life?
um well, I feel guilty a lot. I know I feel so super busy, but I also feel guilty that I'm not being there enough for everyone. So I can tell you what I'd like less of.
Okay,
I'd
tell me
like
what you want less of in your life.
less feeling the need to apologize all the time for not being able to like be be there for everybody or do everything because I I guess I apologize a lot because I want people to not make. I want them to help me not feel bad because I do.
Well,
I feel
maybe.
guilty, but then I know my brain tells me I shouldn't feel that way because I know that I literally do as much as I can for people. Um, so my brain says not to feel that way, but my heart feels guilty.
Well,
So
I've heard you tell people that, like you told Aunt Kay today, and
hmm
like her answer back to you was that you were great, and everybody thinks that. Everybody
yeah,
knows
I
that.
guess
Everybody
it's.
knows you want to be there. You know. So
I hope so.
I want you to know that everybody can see it ooze out of you, the support that you give to everybody that you care about, and you don't even have to say anything. We already know that you love us. We already know you like exude love. You exude it, dude. It's like zooting
Thank
out of
you.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ooze my love on you.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Ew, that sounded bad. Yeah, because I feel like when I do want to do something like crafty or do something, I get stuck and I just like stare at things for a minute because I'm like, part of me is like, well, you really should do this, but you also should do this. So I get stuck, dude, and then I don't do anything for like that time period, or I start doing something that I have to do, not something that I want to do
Yeah, I
because
know.
I don't do that very much. It sucketh. But only I can be the controller of that. And I'm not doing a very good job. I'm failing on that assignment you have given me. And I don't
Boom.
think
I just
I've
put a
tried
banner.
hard enough. Hmm?
Well, no, you try very hard. I can tell you try at everything that you do.
Oh, thanks.
There's effort behind everything you do. Like, you have a meaning behind everything you do, and that's amazing.
That's true. I do have meaning behind everything I do. Like, literally. Like, everything.
You care. You care about everything that you do, and that's really good.
Yeah, you do too. But you
I do.
actually like get stuff done. So that's cool. I want to do that. I would like more of like holding myself accountable to like feeling like I've done done something or finished something, I guess. Yeah.
I would equate it to depression and anxiety is why I get things done, because that is my feel-good ritual to keep the anxiety and depression away, is to keep my hands busy. And that's why I get shit done. Or else I wouldn't.
Right.
Because I didn't.
Well, that's
used
a
to,
good.
but
That's a good way to.
it's helped me live.
And I used to like, and now I used to, but that was before I had kids and all that. I used to draw a lot. I used to do stippling, dude. For like, I did this. You know who Erica Badu is? I did this big old like poster sized Erica Badu. I did it in stippling. It was really awesome. It was very cool. Very cool. I want to finish my trees. I have a tree that is like, I have it taped to a rock. So, and I have some chips on there, crystal chips or whatever. But
I saw some of those for sale on Amazon. I wonder how much they were. I put it on my list, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to do like, so I have this one of the vintage sewing machines that I have. I want to refinish one. I really like to refinish furniture because it's like not complicated. Like, I don't have to think about how to do it. I just do it. I get stuck, I think, on crafting stuff because I feel like I have an idea and then I try it and it doesn't work out. And instead of like learning or just having fun with it, and it doesn't matter what it looks like when it's done, because that's really how I think I should be. I get discouraged and then I just don't continue. And then I have all these half started things. I'm so bad about that. Like, I'm surprised that I didn't like make half babies. Like, start making my babies and then just be like, they don't need hair or legs. Ask Jara about real estate. Oh, yes, let's. Just kidding. I'm like, I've had enough of real estate for the day. I'm just kidding. No, actually, I'm yeah. Real estate can be sometimes fun and I'm going to be doing it all day tomorrow. I have had a lot of too much because I've been doing classes, dude, hours of classes. So for my continuing education.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
It gets boring. It was funny because actually I don't know if I want to say that. It was funny. Well, yeah, I won't say that. The name of one of my classes was funny, and I was like, that's funny. I'll tell you later. The interesting things, they cool things. So, unfortunately, the queen has passed away.
She punched her ticket.
She did. She had a long life, though.
She gave it the old heave-ho.
Heave-ho. She did. She did have a voice like a queen would have a voice. Like when she talked, I liked to listen to her speak. She was. Sometime. Oh, that's mixing up sometimes and oh dear. Can't do that. Oh, I gotta show you. I'm gonna try to put my sometimes guy. video up real quick. Hang on one second. It was funny. I was gonna send it to you last night. I was cracking up. I was laughing so hard at my own self. Let's see. I'm gonna send it to Messenger, and then I wish we could, like, life would be so fun if we could just always have a Snapchat filter on our faces.
Oh, I was gonna
Because
put Snapchat on my phone just for you. I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh, you should, because then we could, like, I think we could. I've never used Snapchat other than taking the
Oh, dude,
video,
let's
but
totally use it. It's so fun.
I think, yeah, aren't you able to, like, talk on it with filters on, or no?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because dude, that would be hilarious.
it would be.
That would
Me
be
and my
so
friend used
funny.
to fucking talk. Like we would put a weird filter on, and then we would talk like normal, like we didn't have that on. We would just be like talking about Mr. Smith and how he took a shower and he had a skin tear and he needs his prescription refilled. But we would have like a bread face or something.
See, and that's funny. I would love that. I could entertain myself for days with stuff like that. I don't know why. You know what I used to do when I was little? I think we probably even did this like together, but I used to like laugh fake until I made myself start cracking up laughing. I would go like,
Oh yeah, we would do it. Yeah, totally. We would do that together.
Yeah. And then we used to go like, we used to try to slow our voices down. Do you remember doing that? Until it would like pop. We'd go like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'd go faster.
You remember we used to record ourselves?
Oh, all the time, dude. Yep, I do.
We would be like we were on a show,
didn't we
kind of
make
like
a
what
song
we're doing right now.
Oh, on a video camera or on?
Or
video,
well, we did that too. I think I
voice.
did that most of the time with Michelle though, with the video camera. But me and you, we would record ourselves on tape, like we were doing a show or something.
Yeah. We wanted to be radio hosts or something, man.
That's pretty
cool. I remember that. Michelle and I used to just try to be models when we and take pictures. And yeah, it was odd. Like we even turned my room into like a modeling studio once.
I remember we'd have to get, like, I would have to get whatever toy you just got, like those little computer things. You had one.
The Computron?
Yeah, I think so. And then who else had one? Was it you and Jamie or you and Chaz or you and somebody had one?
And I was like,
I want one too. And mom had to get me one.
And then like those Etch-a-Sketch things, like me and Chaz had one of those. But you had cool video games, dude.
Cool. Yeah, that computer thing was cool. I remember.
Dude, I loved that Computron. I loved it.
I did too.
It was like had spelling and
like, yeah, it was a very good tool, learning tool.
It sure was. I loved that thing, man. It had math and geography and
it kind of taught us how to type a little bit too.
Yeah, because it looked like a regular keyboard.
Yeah, it was.
And it sounded like this: 1, 2. How do you spell?
Tell me more about that video that you never sent me that I was supposed to watch.
Oh yeah, I was trying to find it, dude. I couldn't find it again. It was just talking about the qualities of these ancient people and why they were so successful. You know, the thing that bugs me about Tartaria and all this stuff, like it's so incredibly interesting. However, I'm trying to I want to know what theories there are in regards to what happened to the people. What happened that we discovered the ruins of them? Like where'd they go? Hello, Michael. It's like, what happened to them? And I was watching this one video from the same guy. I think his name is Mind Unveiled on YouTube. He was talking about in the 1860s or something that some mine workers fell through a thing, and they said that they fell into this underground city.
Ooh.
That was huge, and that it had giant statues of gold and all this stuff. which I don't, they were talking about it, the story, like it was a legend. But if you look at, I don't know if you've seen the Rings of Power on Amazon Prime that just came out, that just started,
No, I
this
haven't.
new show.
What is that?
It's
Is it like
it's like the
Game of
it's like
Thrones?
it's a shoot off from not Game of Thrones, but from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I didn't, dude. I know everybody's gonna hate me for this, but that is a boring movie, and I can't get through it.
I don't get it either, but like this show, the reason the show is interesting to me is because I can see that, like, that show, it's like Tartaria, so is Game of Thrones. But like there's in the or episode 2, I think, of that show, they go to the dwarf lands or whatever, and the dwarfs like live in the mountain, and it shows like this city in the inside this mountain.
Cool.
And I was like, dude, I bet there really is like stuff like that. There's so many things underground. They don't ever tell us about any of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Under like cities like Tennessee and Missouri and just everywhere, San Francisco. Like this guy says that, Tartaria. He'd always also talked about like America being where Atlantis was.
Really? I wonder where it was.
Yeah. California was an island too. It wasn't attached to the United States in this map that he was showing. There was all kinds of things that is so interesting about it. I don't know why they wouldn't tell us any of that stuff in history. Like when it's actual books and right? It's weird. Like the underground tunnels that were built for the railroad, and how it supposedly only took like 6 years. And I'm like, well, like, for example, like they say that fiber optic cable is ran all around the world, right, at the bottom of the ocean. But like, how come when did they do that? Like, why didn't they put that shit on the news?
Why is that there? Who put that there? Like, who did that?
We did, I guess. Like, that's what people say. That's how stuff works, is fiber optic cables are buried at the bottom of the ocean. But I'm
How'd
like,
they do that?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense though. Like, how do we not know about how they did all that? Or how did they do all that?
Nobody taught us that.
And it's like, that's a lot of building. How do we not see that, or see it being built or being done, or like something? There's a bunch of tunnels underneath a place called Asheville, North Carolina. That's where the Biltmore Estate is at, which is the Vanderbilt house or whatever, that's huge. This house or this estate is it's 4 acres. The castle thing is 4 acres. It's the largest mansion in the country.
Ooh, that's cool. Have you ever been to like one of the historical mansions? I went to the Hearst Castle 3 times. It's in California. So Rudolph Hearst or something like that. He was like one of the big moguls for like America, big time. Like he did newspapers and magazines, and he was just super famous. And so I toured his house in California 3 times on 3 different tours. There's 4 tours, and I've been on 3 of them. And it was so fucking cool, dude.
How old is the house?
I just dropped the F-bomb, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Oops. Twice so far. Oh, we weren't supposed to do that?
Oh, shoot. He's been to the Biltmore house. Michael's been to the Biltmore house.
Oh, you have? Oh, my gosh. Was it
you could tell us
amazing? I know. Like, I would so love to go there. And Tryon Palace. Where's that?
Yeah, what's that? Ooh, sweet. I want to look it up.
And is it here? Because I want to see a castle, dude. So like the Biltmore house, it looks like a fairy princess castle. Like it's got pointed things. It's not like a castle that's like square. So like the Hertz castle, is that a square castle, or like what does it look like? Because I want to try on a palace. Oh, I'm just kidding.
See if it fits.
Let me see if this fits. Oh, North Carolina coast. See, I want to go to North Carolina, dude. I've always been drawn to there, and I don't know why. Because I think I actually have genetic ties to North Carolina. That's where some of my when I've done my biological research takes me back there to North Carolina in like the 1700s.
Okay, I'm adding you, Jara Minter, to my Snapchat.
Yay. Yeah, I don't know why I've always wanted to go to North Carolina. It seems real pretty. I don't know why I say that because
Everywhere's pretty to me. I love it. I love everywhere.
Oh, I was talking to this realtor down in Sierra Vista today, and she was telling me, how pretty it was and how beautiful the canyons and the mountains and this and that. And I'm like, okay, now I want to go there. Like we should go there to check it out, dude.
We should. But I can find beauty in every place I go.
Oh, I know. Me too.
Everything is beautiful. That's why.
I do too. That's why I stare at things a lot. A lot.
Too. I think even people are like artwork to me sometimes.
They are, dude. They are so like that. Like I've told people, and they all like every time I've told somebody that, don't tell people that, Jara. Like you're really. I'd love to draw you. People don't take that as a compliment. They think it's weird. So yeah, don't tell people that. Okay, wait. I'm trying to see it. Where did I'm gonna put my sometimes guy on here. Hang on, I gotta save it. Sometimes. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot how I did that. Saved it.
Like when I lived in El Paso, Texas, because I went to college there. There was so much culture. Like it was beautiful, dude. There were like even people selling shit on the corner was so awesome to me. Like, and then at my college, there would be a band playing in the courtyard, or like folklorico dancers, or people selling
That's
food.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was so amazing. And I was always really proud to be Hispanic. And when I went there, it was so amazing, just amazing. And most people that grew up there and lived there all their lives, they're like, they hated it. But I was just like in love with it because it was just, there was so much coolness everywhere. It's a really old, El Paso was one of the oldest towns. It's got a really old cemetery in it. Me and my sister used to go like walk around in it because we're weird. And
that's fun. There's weird cemeteries here that are like there's one on what is it, 75th and like Maryland or something. There's just random,
like there's just like a little, like there's houses.
Yes, and there's a school across the street.
Yeah,
it's like, what is that? Why?
It's weird how I wonder too, like it's got to be really old. So like I bet you anything like that development tried to buy it from whoever, and you can't somehow, or maybe I don't know. Do you know, Michael, anything about why there's weird cemeteries in the middle of like housing things? I don't know why.
Yeah, because usually I guess maybe it's because everybody passed away, so they couldn't try to buy it from anybody.
Oh, maybe. I wonder what's the secret. I think there's like some kind of loophole or something, you know?
I think about what's under the ground a lot. Like I always talk about how I wish there was some way that we could like see what's underneath us, because I think that there are so many secrets underground. I think that if you think about it, even in a mountain, right? So like mountains, for all we know, could just be really clever shelters that
it could be like that's what I think.
To look like that.
You know how my sister is a Bigfoot person? Like she does all that Bigfoot stuff. I feel like I bet you that they live inside the mountain somehow.
Because you could totally hide, dude. You could totally hide in a mountain.
Yeah, you
could super hide in a mountain. And it could be
hollow. I think the mountains could be portals. Maybe they're portals to other dimensions you could go into them somehow. Do you remember that movie, Wreck-It Ralph?
Mm-hmm.
How she like drives through a portal and then they're inside the mountain.
Oh yeah.
That's where I got that idea from. I was like, I bet you that's how they do it.
Well, because like I've always, they always show like I don't know, UFOs footage or whatever coming out of like volcanoes and stuff. And I was like, well, they probably just live in the mountain.
Excuse
So
me,
maybe
Michael, for yawning. I keep yawning. I was doing yard work this morning with Jara.
Oh, my arm has little ant bites on it.
Oh, I have a blister. Where'd it go? Oh, it's already healed. Oh no, I put a Band-Aid on it. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I worked up a sweat.
Yay! Yes,
I'm
thank you.
proud.
I
I
appreciate
think
it.
it was good. I think you need to work up a sweat every now and then.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
At my old job, when I was doing hospice and I would shower people, I worked up a sweat like 10 times a day. And now I haven't been working for 2 years. Can you believe that? I've been like
Well, you're working. You're just
well,
not
yeah,
doing
I was
type
working. I
of
was working, going to school and starting my business. But like
right.
I never thought. I'm so proud. I'm so appreciative of my husband because I would never have been able to go to school if it wasn't for him.
That's good.
He totally knew that, and he did that for me. And I think that's amazing. Not everybody gets that opportunity, and I never thought that I would get that opportunity.
Do you tell him that?
I do. I tell him that
Good.
all the time.
Good. Well, I tell him I said that I thank him as well because you're good at what you do.
I will. I love him. I do. I love you too.
I love you too, and I also love my husband.
No, you remember on Austin Powers? He's all, "I love you. I love you."
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I love them. I love Austin Powers movies. Those are good.
Oh, dude, that movie Vengeance was so good. It was so good.
Oh, so I was trying to watch it, but it's not out yet. Darn it!
No, it's not. But there's this part I was going to record it and send it to you.
Ooh, that'd be cool. We were looking for something to watch.
Well, there's this one part that Ashton Kutcher is telling this girl who's like trying to record a song, and what he says to her is like amazing, dude. I was like, wow, whoever wrote that into like whatever is a genius.
Oh wow, I love that. You're a good writer, aren't you?
I used to be. I don't know if I was good. I used to like writing, but I don't write very much anymore. Like sometimes I want to.
Yeah, do it. Just get a journal. I've been doing journals since we were little.
Right.
Like, so when I die, I need somebody to come get them and publish them or something because that's.
I will do that.
Yeah.
I will absolutely do that for you, but I don't want to die before. I mean, I don't want you to die before me though.
I know. I don't want anybody to die before me. I want to die first so I don't have to cry for everybody.
Well, I don't want anybody to die ever. I want us all.
Well, we don't. You know that. Speaking of, since I did that little thing on past lives, we don't die. We don't ever die. We have everlasting life. We just transform. So, like, we're all made up.
If we could remember stuff, then people wouldn't get away with lying to us about our past.
I know.
If we could remember, just remember. Because I think that we all, as humans, we all deserve to know like where we come from. This world, we're all having a giant identity crisis. We don't know who we are. You know?
That's true. We don't, but maybe someday we will. Like maybe this whole great awakening that's happening, maybe someday we will. And maybe someday we'll be able to remember our past lives. Like I feel like since I've been having my spiritual awakening that I can remember things that I shouldn't probably remember, like from past lives. And like you do too. Like whenever you're somewhere and you're like, I feel it in my bones, like how you talked about North Carolina. You feel that in your bones? Well, that's probably because you're remembering a past life. And you don't have to believe in reincarnation to get a past life reading, like, because whatever your mind brings forth, whatever your subconscious mind brings forth is what you need to hear right now for your greatest good anyways, because your subconscious has a prime directive of doing what is for your greatest good all the time. Unfortunately, sometimes our bodies aren't like that. They're like, mess it up. Your bodies don't even care. Like, but your mind does.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I know.
I don't know what I know, but I know it.
How about you, Michael? Do you believe in reincarnation? Reincarnation.
How? Oh, I was about to do that too. What the heck?
What?
Yeah, I was about to do the same damn thing, and we both did it at the same. Pinch poke, yo me choke.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that one in a while. Hang on, let me see if I can put my sometimes guy on here real quick. I don't know if it'll work, but let's see. Let me see. Where are you sometimes? Where's your sister?
She's in Las Vegas. I just found out.
Oh. Lucky girl. Okay. Oh, there it is. I don't know, like, what do I do? I just put it on there. Do you see it?
I do see it. So now I do. So now I gotta push this.
Hey, so I think this is my character
sound?
sometime.
Why is there no sound? How come it's quiet?
Hold
That's
on.
weird.
Hey, so I think this is my character sometime.
Do you hear the sound, or you can't hear the sound?
I don't hear. Do you hear it? I don't hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
You do?
Hey,
it's not playing on the happiness
so I think
show.
this is my character sometime.
Michael, can you hear the sound of that video? That's weird. I wonder why I don't hear it.
Hey.
That's weird. Why would you
So
hear
you can't control these on your side? Oh, Michael left. We're alone again.
Oh, I can. I just don't hear that, though. Like, I don't hear anything. I just see
So
it.
I think this is my character sometime.
Maybe are you displaying it for everybody? No, wait.
Yeah.
Never mind. There's nobody in here.
Hey.
Sometimes. That's funny. So wait, so you just put me on your Snapchat?
Yeah.
So like, how do you talk to people on Snapchat? Do you know?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you, Michael, even though you're not there. Who?
I was just sending a message too. I have a group chat from Moggs' show. So I said, hey guys, my show is on. If you're still awake, please come on and join.
Oh, yeah. I thought we could have a segment called Questions from Ben, because he's got questions.
Oh, that would be so awesome. I'll tell him next time I go on Moggs' show.
He's got good questions.
He's got great questions. I love him. Like, there's nobody in here. Oh, yeah, but it's recording. So, and we're live, so I can't say anything weird. Okay, don't say it. What up, Batman?
How are you?
I was just about to say something weird, but I won't because I don't want to put it on the show.
Oh, my.
So what's up, Bat Mom? What are we doing? Come on in if you want to. You know what? Come on in and talk to us. Here, I'll put the thing again. Did you hear what we were talking about?
What? When?
Because look, she goes, you love him so much you want to marry him.
Oh.
I want to marry his voice, like really do. He's my imaginary boyfriend.
He's not imaginary though.
He's a real man. Oh, that's cool. Man. Keep working on your invoices. I'm so glad you came in here though, because I just love you to pieces.
I know, right? Oh, you know what? I wish you lived here, Bat Mom, because I could use your services. Because she just cleans, and I could use that. Hey,
What does she do?
I had a little vibrato there.
I don't think I even know what she does. We were cleaning up today. That was fun, Jara. That really took my mind off of things because I was like, I think I had my brain was clogged today. And going over there and doing that with you really, really was good for me. Good.
Oh, dude, we need to also set up the grow tent. ASAP.
Oh yeah, we're gonna start
My dad.
growing weed. Oh wait, are we growing weed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna start growing weed.
that's legal, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We should probably check that out.
Yeah, we should probably check.
I'm sure you can grow other stuff in there though too.
What if we did though? We could get our license and grow marijuana, and we could throw that onto. We need to just open up a big, huge business that we do everything. What do you need? We do it.
I agree. We need people to help people, consult people. The health and medical insurance and stuff like that is ridiculous. The way everything works is crazy, and
Oh,
there's
it's gonna
nobody.
stop. So, like, I have a little bit of insight on something so some big old truth is going to come out. You know, some big truths are going to come out from all these secrets that we don't know about in America. And as soon as these big secrets come out, holistic medicine is going to be booming because people are not going to trust their doctors anymore because it's all bullshit. And guess
Right.
what? That's when the things that we care about are going to step in. They're going to be coming into the limelight, into the mainstream, and it's going to become a thing. Like, people are going to go to integrated healers instead of doctors because doctors are usually lying, and they really don't. They stopped caring a while back ago. You know, it's really hard. And the ones that really do still care, they quit because they're like, this is bullshit. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you got to kind of like, I don't know.
You got to be honest.
I would have a hard time being a doctor. I wouldn't be able to be a doctor because I literally couldn't just do what I was being told by pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies, knowing that I was killing people.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why a lot of them quit, because when that COVID started and everybody was dying and they were just throwing everybody on ventilators, a lot of nurses were getting heartbroken. This is not what they did this job for, you know, and a lot of doctors were like, this isn't right. And a lot of them are out. They stopped doing what they loved to do because of this bullshit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird that I got out of nursing right before the COVID hit, like a week before is when I quit.
Right. Yeah, that is maybe there was,
there was
not weird.
No, it's not really that weird because that's when I had my near-death experience, and then that's when I received the message to help people awaken their hearts. And that's dude, that is so weird, huh? Right? It's all timing, divine timing. It's good.
It is.
She says the big secrets will come out in less than 30 days. We will have to go to healers because the grid will go down. Yeah, I think so too. Everybody prepare. It's happening, guys. Something's coming.
I agree. Yes, and we do need people, and it's crazy. And people who are educated, and by that I don't mean people that went to medical school, because I don't think that they
probably got taught right in medical school, but then once they got out into the field, they had to adjust to whatever. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, well, I mean, I'm sure they got taught, obviously, because they can do surgeries and stuff like that, but medical schools are usually financially backed by places like the Rockefeller Foundation.
Oh, great.
So
tainted.
Yeah. The Rockefellers. Kiki's like, where have I heard that name before? I'm like, Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. The giant Christmas tree. I think that something is definitely we are close to something. There's so many lies that it's almost like not possible for it to continue to go on much further or much longer. And then I think the Queen passing away is going to have an impact on the world. I mean, obviously it has an impact on the world, but I mean, like, in a different way.
What were you telling me about the United States being something from the British? Like we belong to them or something?
Oh, the banks? Yeah, the banks of...
Yeah, okay, that.
Yeah.
So if that guy becomes the king, which he is now, then he can like do whatever he wants, right? He can say whatever he wants and make anything whatever he wants, however he wants.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Me neither.
Well, no, he can't just do whatever because so I believe that Great Britain is not just ran by just the monarchy, but it's also run by the what's it called, like the prime minister people and all the guys that yell in the big like chamber thing where they're like, let's not like whatever, blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know how the British government works.
I
I
think
just,
that
they have a new prime minister, I believe, and because the other one stepped down, the guy.
Oh, okay. So he stepped down. Why do you think he stepped down? Because of the corruption was
They said
getting to him.
No, they said it was because like somebody in his cabinet or something was like sexually harassing people and he knew about it or something.
Oh,
That's what they said. I don't know how accurate
all
or true
those
that is. I don't
molesters
know
out
what
there,
I
man.
believe. I literally don't believe anything that the news
I
says
hear anymore.
ever.
Me neither.
So,
Let's get it. I don't believe you, a liar. Liar mouth.
especially
think
because they
that-
all repeat the exact same actual words, and that's weird in itself. In of itself, did I say that right? I'm so bad about trying to say a saying, and I don't say it right. So like, you have to call me out if I try to say a saying.
I know.
Like voluptuous.
Bloom.
The queen is a clone.
I think
A
she's
clone.
a reptilian.
I don't know what I think. I think that they all live in Tartarian buildings, though. It's a
So, like,
Tartarian building.
I was watching this thing called Disclosure. I don't know if you watched it or not. I sent it to you. And he says that there's underground tunnels that can get to China from the White House to China. And
that's what I mean when I'm
less than like an hour and a half. So I don't know what it is.
I think there is. You know what I think is weird too? Like, I always wonder this. So like all like celebrities, right? They're all like supposedly like super busy, and they get from here to here, and they still have all this time to do all this stuff. And it's like, how do they do that? Like, are they not sleeping, or are they just getting places uber fast, or like what's going on here?
Well, they're probably in on it. They could probably ride on that secret underground train too.
I wonder what happens like when you get to a certain level. Like, does somebody come knock on your door and say, okay, now it's time to sell your soul?
They're like,
like,
you have to say the secret word. And then you're like, what's the secret word? And they're like, Mecca lecca high, Mecca hiney ho.
I like that. Did you just make that up?
No, that was a secret word on Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, how funny. That is crazy.
And I always tell all the kids in my family that, like, I won't let them pass by, and I'll be like, what's the secret word? And then if they say it, then I can let them by. But
yeah, so you got to watch that movie Vengeance, because the gist of it is like, so this guy who doesn't ever, he just sleeps with a lot of women, but he doesn't ever like try to like get committed or get to know people. You know, like at the very beginning of the movie, him and his best friend, I'm assuming, are at a party, and they're talking about how great it is to like not get too attached or get to know women too well. You know, like a guy's like, well, you know, if I want to know about your family, then that's like, that tells me that I've been seeing you for too long or whatever.
What an asshole.
I know. And they're all 100%. So like, they're talking about that. And this, he gets a call in the middle of the night, and he's like, he had just left with this girl, and she's still there. And it's this guy who says that he's like, hey, this is going to be the worst call of your life, man. Your girlfriend passed away. And he's got like a thick Southern draw or whatever. And he's like, he's all confused because he doesn't have a girlfriend, right? And he's like, what? And he was like, Abby passed away. I got her number out of your phone. So she had his name and number, and she had it as her boyfriend in her phone or whatever. And he's like, you must be, you know, I don't really, like, I only knew her a couple of times. And he's all like trying to look through his phone to see who it is or whatever. And the brother's like, he's like, well, something don't worry about, because he's like, hey, well, can you give me an address where I can send flowers to the funeral? And he's like, well, don't worry about it. We'll just pick up flowers when I pick you up from the airport. And so he basically winds up flying out to Texas. It's a really small town in Texas, like super small, to go to the funeral, right? And like the family, they all love him. They think it's he's their boyfriend, and they're like, he's kind of looking at him like they're like, you know, just like dumb hicks or something.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so he keeps. It's so good, dude. It's so good. They're
Ooh, I wanna
not dumb at
see
all.
it.
They're like so smart, and they're, you know, it was just a really good movie for like how the world thinks that people that are educated because they can, you know, because they're charismatic and they can like say what I call word salad or whatever, doesn't really make them, you know, like they talk about how people that sit here and quote this and quote that have never actually read any of the books of that person.
Oh,
So yeah, but it's really good. I gotta bring it to you or something, or you gotta come over here and watch it.
yeah, I want to go
It's
see that.
so good. It's like so good. And um, Ashton Kutcher tells him, he's like, you know, the problem is a lot of people think that these people are stupid and this and that. And he's like, but actually it's the opposite. And he's like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah, they're not stupid at all. They're too smart. They're so smart. They just don't have anything to do. They're bored. So like, he's like, so then that they start thinking, and that's where all these conspiracy theories come up. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, here we go.
I agree, Bat Mom. Just because you're educated doesn't mean that you are intelligent. I
Right.
think some people are so smart they're stupid too.
Well, and you got to also consider like what are they educated in? A bunch of shit that's not true, because that's not really educated. That's indoctrinated. You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of us, and I say us because like just like everybody, you know, we all are told certain things and we're not to question things. And when we do, we're laughed at or, you know, ridiculed or fired or whatever.
Yeah.
So um, I think it would be so cool if we were all allowed to just look at life every day and everything as a total learning experience with an open mind.
Yeah, we should. We
And
should do that anyways. We should be doing that anyways.
right, right. And anytime that all information isn't open and available for everybody to discuss and think about and ponder and then decide, like there's an agenda, because good people that really care wouldn't ever want to keep anything from people.
Yeah, good people
Yeah,
that
all
really
the Texas,
don't have much to hide, you know, but lots of people are like liars.
right,
So they don't
right,
want anybody to know shit, you know.
right. Yeah, no, there is a huge, I think, stigma, and they were all like super, super, super smart. It was funny. It was hilarious because like he would say some word salad shit, and he would be like, you know, so and so in the book, whatever, doesn't do this, and like one of the girls is like, in his first book or his second book, because he's never actually read the book. I was like, ha. Don't you love it when that happens when people try to be all like, and it's like, do you actually like that lady that tried to call me about voting for Mark
Oh yeah.
Kelly? I was like, I was, do you actually read any of the stuff you're talking about? Because I don't think you do. Yes, our minds have been brainwashed, and people defend that, so they don't like, you know, they defend the fact that no, they wouldn't lie to us. It's like,
Oh, I
no,
know. People really truly believe like that the government has their best interest at heart.
maybe some people in the government do. But government, the actual word government, um, so means mind control, because meant, the suffix meant means mind, and govern means to control.
Really?
Meant, yes,
Government? So
mind
mind
control.
control? Basically government means mind control?
Hmm.
That's messed up.
Yes, it does. Yeah, there's a lot of words that actually mean stuff that's jacked up, but we don't know that because we weren't actually taught like root words, or we don't know where words came from. We just were told that government meant like an establishment that was to look after the people, but that's not what the actual word means. It's fun to look up root words. They should make an app. I bet they probably do have an app for that.
Do
They have an
you
app for
remember
it.
that movie? Shit, what was it called? My Greek Wedding, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. Well, the dad is always talking about root words, and he says that every word came from the Greek. So it's pretty cool. It's funny. It's a cute movie.
Actually, I think all the words came from the Phoenicians. Phoenicians. We're Phoenicians.
So what were the
We live in
Phoenicians?
Phoenix.
Phoenicians were like
they were an ancient society that Egypt got a lot of their characteristics, language, all that from the Phoenicians. They were a civilization, ancient. I don't know about ancient. I don't even know. I think stuff is a lot less ancient than they tell us, actually, but like just a few, like several hundred years ago, I think is, well, they say.
Were they before the Atlanteans or after or during?
After. They said, I want to say after. I think they were after the Atlanteans, and when Atlanteans, Phoenicians, Egyptians. But I think, I don't know, dude. You got to look at that. Mind Unveiled, I think is his name. He has a lot of really good videos, and he shows all these pictures, and he has references and all that. He's like super brings up a lot of good points and a lot of stuff that I didn't know, and most people don't know because they don't want us to know any of that. Like he was talking about African American people being more like some of them were already here. They were like in the Americas, like Aborigines. They were native to here. Not all of them were brought over from Africa.
So this was 332 BC that the Phoenicians were around. And it was, I guess it was around Africa, you said?
I don't know. I don't know where
Yep, it is. I'm looking at the map. It was around Africa. Let's see. Or Lebanon? I don't know. Shit.
Well, and a lot of what we were taught though isn't accurate. So like I would about the Phoenicians, because it was talking about on this video that people have always thought that the language in Egypt, that it was that the Phoenicians got it from the Egyptians, but it's not. It's the other way around. But a lot of people don't know that. So I don't know. Like, and that's the thing. It's hard to like. How do you find out? Because you don't know what sources are telling the truth and what sources aren't.
How do you find out?
Like I read that the Biltmore estate has still like the largest collection of like private books of antiquity or whatever from like a long time ago. And that's not cool, dude. Like they should share that with the world, you know?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper.
He's a Vanderbilt. His mother's a Vanderbilt.
Is he really?
Yep. Sure
Ew,
is.
no wonder. Everyone thought he was the most cutest like anchor, but then they found out that that he's gay and that he has a husband. They're like, oh man.
He seems like a cool guy.
He seems like a really cool guy.
Vanderbilt.
I really do like him a lot. Actually, I did like him.
I
used to watch the news. I don't watch the news anymore. It's just a downer, It's like such a downer to watch the news.
Well, and they don't really do journalism because they're not really trying to find out the truth. They're just trying to like get you to believe in their side of the story. I think that everybody has aside, right? So like I
Yeah.
think that we should try to not be so quick to like discount one side or the other.
They stopped that. They stopped giving other people's side. They stopped seeing both sides of things. They just, now it seems like they just have an agenda, and they all say what's on the agenda and that's it.
And the thing that's so weird to me is that because in our time, like right now, there's like so many people that are really wealthy that it seems so weird to me that there's not like one of them that is like a like a good person for real.
That wants to spread the truth. I know, right? You'd think somebody would come out and be brave enough to do that.
Right. Because, like, if you had all the money that you could think of or whatever at your disposal, I mean, I'm sure that you'd have to know somewhat of the truth, right? So, like, I guess they use threats of, I will kill you, because isn't there one person that is, like, brave enough to be like, I don't care what you do to me. I'm gonna, I don't know, release this on the internet or something.
Nobody's brave enough because they
There's
kill
not
them
one.
all. Yeah.
And it's like sad,
It's very
just like, how can you have a 4,000, I mean, I get they have tours and stuff like that, but how can you have so many mansions in the world and then have homeless people? Like, I could never have I will never have a mansion. I don't care how much money I have, which I know I won't have any because I don't care about money. But I don't care how much money I would never have a mansion because I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I had, a 60,000 square foot house that I only live in like twice a week or twice a year.
I think that's sad. There's so many homeless people. Something needs to be done. This isn't right.
Right.
There's people living okay, and then there's people just dying in the streets. That's
Could you imagine if animals, like when they were born into the wild, if something came along and told the animal that it had to like work hard every day just to like get its food or like have shelter, and that if it didn't do that, then it had to like, I don't know, die. Like animals don't do that. Why do we do that to people? Like, why do we do that to people when animals don't do that? Animals don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, animals eat each other, but only because of, necessity. Like, I would rather people eat each other and be nice. Just
yeah, just be a cannibal. It's cool.
They have tried and end up dead. Yes, I agree with you, Batmom. Like JFK. I think JFK was a good person. And I think he tried to help. And then he died. And that sucks because he seemed like he wanted to do things right. But
yeah, but then he died.
Oh, Batman says to play that on screen.
Play what?
She put something in the chat.
Oh, play that on screen? Okay, let me see this. Let's see how to do it. I'm going to try it. It's a good chance. It's a good time to try. So what we have here is, what's the name of the video, Batmom? So I can look it up that way. Why not? No, it's not. Darn it.
I know, right?
Because it won't let me copy and paste right here. Maybe it will right here. Hold on. Nope. Oh, don't do that. Oh, whoa.
I don't like that.
Whoa. Switch it back. Oops. Okay, there. Okay, so that we can't do that.
Can you click on that, Susie? Or is that you doing that?
It's me doing that's what I'm trying to do is click on it. So it's like not letting me. So I'm going to try HTTP it PS.
Should we what happens if we hit the end episode but we stay in here? Can that happen, or does that not let us do that?
If I end the episode,
Yeah,
it'll end.
but
It'll end the episode. It'll end it.
oh, how did we stay in here before when we did
Oh,
that?
she sent it to me in a message. Awesome, perf. That's perf, dude. That's perfecto. Okay, and then I'm gonna share my screen with you, and then let's see. Here it goes. And here it comes. Except I don't hear it. I don't hear the sound. Do you hear the sound?
I do.
Oh, you can hear it?
I think so.
Oh, okay. If you guys can hear it, then it's good.
You can hear it?
No, it's not. I can hear it.
It's just music.
Oh, it's just music?
You don't hear that?
Close to 70.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous.
So, like,
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Oh, yeah. They're
This
all
is
saying the
extremely
same
dangerous
shit.
to our democracy.
yeah, they do.
Nothing says we value independent media like dozens of reporters forced to repeat the same message over and over again.
Yeah, I love Steve Colbert. Is that Steve Colbert?
No. No.
What's his name?
I don't know his name, but he is funny. So
Yeah,
I was gonna talk. So I was watching the Inspired channel. John Nolan was talking about that, and he was talking about how much the ratings have actually dropped for like CNN and Fox News. And most people, like he said, 11% of people watch like news, like CNN and stuff like that, while 82% of the population now watches alternative sources of information, like our show. Just kidding. He didn't say like our show, but like other people's shows, because people are starting to not believe things because the stuff they say on the news doesn't go with what we are seeing with our own eyes and experiencing in our own lives. So when there's a disconnect, like you can only try to brainwash somebody for so long before it's like, you know, when it starts to affect like your ability to feed your family and stuff, it's like you can only just believe shit blindly for so long until you have to be like, you know what, maybe I should try something different. Maybe these people don't have what my, you know, best interests at heart.
I'm going to find something else cool to put on there. I'm going to do a little. Is there something cool on Inspired that you've seen lately that I could put on there? This one is... Okay, let's do this one. I'm going to put one on, okay, guys?
Mm-hmm. You're right, Batmom.
How is it that during the dream time, you have a crystal clear, full color dream?
Do you hear it?
And whatever that is in that dream happens the next
What does it
day,
say? 'Cause I
or
can't hear
next
it. What the-
week,
I
or
don't
the
know why I
next
can't
month,
hear
or 10 years later. How does that happen? Think about
Why
it.
can't you hear it? We all have an ability to
Experienced
do
by
things.
almost every human at some point in their life. That's a sort of a signpost that says, you're not only what you think you are. All I'm going to do is help you remember who you really are and give you some
Right.
techniques that facilitate the sharpening of that ability. You can begin to practice that on a
Well, I don't
nightly
even know what it's
basis.
talking
And
about.
as you do it, you will be stunned at how accurate you will become.
Well, it's good. You
in
should
getting
watch
that
it.
information. The level we're often keeping know. Everything.
Oh,
can
maybe
be
take
known,
off
past,
this Jara Winter
present,
thing,
future.
Susie.
What
What
Jara
you
Winter?
just heard, I would
Now
say
can
a
you hear it?
handful of people on Earth know,
No.
even in classified projects. It's highly compartmented.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
So
I'm going to
I
share
agree.
in a moment a few of these sort of
go
techniques.
into your audio
Most
settings.
people overthink it, but also they don't believe they can do it. And that's the beginning of programming yourself for failure.
Oops.
So what we want to do is hit the reset button, reprogram ourselves for success and for being able to do it. And all
Now
I'm
my
going to
computer's
do is help
frozen.
you remember who you really are and give you some techniques that facilitate the sharpening of that ability.
You can
That's
hear
really
it now?
all I can do. The rest you're doing yourself. But this one I'm sharing right now is key to understanding the psychological and even physical dynamics of consciousness and non-locality and how it can be manifested.
But I like that
The ability
channel.
to be a seer
It's inspired. I watch it all the
or
time.
remote time
It's
into
got
the
some good
future.
shit.
They're
Yeah,
all
me too.
easily accomplished if you understand
I
the
like it
science
also.
and the
I didn't know
fundamental
he was a
knowledge of
country singer.
consciousness, its nature.
Ooh,
You're not
that guy.
only
John-
what you think
John
you are,
Nolan,
locked
yeah.
in the frame of your
Not know
physical
that
form
either.
and in this time and
Yeah.
place. You're
Now I
actually
wanna
connected in consciousness to every point in
You
space
keep sounding different.
and every
That's
point
weird. Why
in
is it doing
time.
that?
And that
Okay, now I'm
includes
gonna stop.
doing
right
it.
now.
I was just trying to practice.
No worries.
Okay.
I'll send you that video because I forgot once I find it, but I don't want to play it on here just because of the word it uses.
So let's talk about mental
would
illness.
misconstrue that.
Like I've got that on my mind really bad right now. So let's talk about mental illness. Freaking. Who here has been diagnosed with a mental illness before? I have.
Major depressive disorder and general anxiety disorder.
So yeah, we all probably have one, right? So let's see. When I was at the worst of my mental illness, I'm trying to place myself there. I wonder how self-aware I was about what I was doing to everybody around me.
I think you were probably very self-aware. I know I was, and that's like just made it even worse. Because you don't want to hurt people or make people sad.
Yeah, you're right. I was self-aware. I remembered.
Yeah.
Well,
and everybody else, I think, exaggerated the effect it was. Maybe not exaggerated. Maybe that's not the right word. I think that I think it's everybody's different, but from what I know of you, that you weren't doing stuff that really was making people like, how do I put this? They shouldn't have reacted that way or to you. Like you weren't hurting people. You were in pain. You were hurting. And you didn't have anybody who is like, we see that she's in pain. Maybe there's something we can do to help her. Instead, they told you how wrong you were and how messed up you were. And I think most people that are diagnosed with mental illness are not, because there's a quote, and I don't remember who says it, but it's like any person who is well adjusted in such a sick society is sick. Because how can you be well adjusted in a society that's sick?
I agree with Batmom right here when she says, I was more self-aware than no one believed me or knew where I was coming from. Yeah, that sucks. Mm-hmm. That like made it so much harder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, your sister.
And that's why I try not to make people feel crazy. I try to help them understand that I understand. But I'm having an instance right now where I don't understand her illness. Like I'm trying to very hard and I can't. And it's hard to watch, you know?
Yeah.
I believe you, Batmom. Like We're not. Our mental illness is really not.
Oh, I know she's
an
not
illness.
mentally
It's
ill.
actually
Yeah.
a superpower. Like, we feel things that other people don't feel. So
Right. I
it's
know you're not
actually
mentally
a
ill.
great awareness.
She is she's a lot like us. And like when she
Yeah, definitely. I know
was
that.
understanding what I mean, and I was understanding what she meant. Like, so yeah, people like we have a lot of similarities in the way that we research things. But it sucks. It's hard because a lot of times people like us, they are, most people, I would say, don't get it. Don't get us.
Yeah.
Don't say the right
I'm
things.
actually in the process of this right now, Batmom. I've had to remove, like, I didn't really remove anybody. They fell away. They fell away from me as I healed. And I guess it's okay.
Some people, I think, like to see us broken.
They do.
'Cause
They don't
it
like
makes
to see me healed. And it hurts my feelings that they don't like to see the healed part of me, and they can't let go of the unhealed part of me.
Well, I think
To
a
the
lot of people
point where
always
they try to stir up, you know?
Right. Well, they like, I think people feel better if there's somebody that they, in their eyes, is worse off than they are.
Oh, of course.
So if they can't find that, they try to make somebody worse off than they are.
Yeah. Dude, my sister blew her diet already. Dude, there goes that freaking 12 pounds you worked hard for.
Yeah. Yeah, I will always be the mess up.
I will always be the crazy one. They can't let go.
Yeah, or
go
crazy. Yep. But someday, I really do believe that someday people will understand that we
They will. Actually, I think we will live to see the day that they see our intelligence instead of the crazy. I think we'll live to see a day where they come to us because they know that we know something that they don't know. And I think that we'll see that day.
I think you are correct. I think that that people like us are going to be needed very badly when stuff hits the fan, because a lot of people aren't going to handle things very well. They're going to, and they're going to need kind people. Mm-hmm. We're not the kind of people to be like, no, I remember how you treated me. F off. I don't care.
Those people.
We're going to be like, absolutely.
Let's credit the crazy that discredited us. We're going to be helping those people. And it's all right.
It's okay. Like that people don't understand. It's okay. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. They don't understand.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks when people hurt others because they don't understand, because that's like sad. The saddest thing to me is when stuff didn't have to be like that, or it didn't have to be that way, but maybe it does have to, because I don't know. Well, I don't know that. I don't think it'll be to our detriment. I think that it's not possible I don't know. I think ultimately, if you die helping people and you changed one life in a way that would ripple or impact,
or maybe our detriment somehow will plant a seed and make them better, make people better. I don't know. I know that sometimes when people say they don't understand us and people like knock us, that we are planting a seed, and that somewhere along the way that seed grows and they understand it at some point in their life.
Right. A lot of times they understand it, but they can't face it.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows and feels deep down. It's just if people literally they can't handle listening to what's in their gut.
Yeah, they don't want to face it. It's like their shadow. They don't want to face it.
It's like the never-ending story. Like when you get to that one oracle or whatever. Do you remember that?
Oh, okay. The one that shoots things out of their eyes?
Yeah, if it doesn't if
if your heart's not true or something.
Yeah. I think that people just, they can't face it. They can't face themselves, dude. That's like everybody's demon is themselves. It's like, remember what I was telling you the other day? All I had to do was love myself. That was
Right.
the lesson. Why didn't you just tell me that?
Why didn't you tell me that in pieces, man?
Yeah, it's like, we did, but you didn't. You weren't ready to hear it. Has anybody ever told you that? Why didn't you just tell me that? And it's like, I told you that so many times.
Right. Yeah, totally.
So many times. You just weren't ready to listen. You didn't want to listen to me. I think a lot of those people have dealt with the same things, but fighting. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people just don't have. They're scared. It takes a lot of courage to be who you are, and to like not go with what everybody else is saying. It takes a lot of courage, especially in a society where you have to. You can be fired for all kinds of things. That have nothing to do with hurting people or discriminating against people, but just not going along with the narrative is, and people don't want to disappoint their family, or it's because that was.
I feel like I was indoctrinated to think and believe a certain way too. Maybe not as hardcore as you, because I was born and raised Catholic, and it's fucked up. I mean, I can't say that, huh? Well, it's been a trip trying to unlearn and relearn everything again, in a better way.
I think I'm blessed in that way.
You are.
My parents never tried to press stuff on me. They respected that, though I was a child and their child, they always treated me like a person that had their own thoughts and feelings and beliefs.
Dude, I understand, because like it is hard. Like when you've believed something a certain way all of your life, and then all of a sudden none of it is right for you, then you've got to reinvent yourself and new beliefs. And at some days, I don't know what I believe. And that sucks, because I've grown up all my life thinking I knew what I believed. It's a trip. It's definitely a trip. It's not for the faint of heart. You know what? It's not for the faint of heart to like find out the truth.
Can you imagine the people that have already known all the truth? What's their excuse for their mental illness? Because it ain't finding out that stuff ain't the way they thought it was.
I know. Well, so their mental illness is the guilt of like not.
They don't feel guilt either.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with those people. They, you know what? They're on some kind of gravy train. They like sold their soul to the devil or something. Like
that's like what I think. I really honestly think that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Have you ever noticed how like some celebrities just look different? They like start out one way. I mean, I know people change, but like then they look like they're been body snatched, or their souls are gone. They're not in their eyes anymore. Have you ever noticed that or seen that?
And then there's some movie stars and singers and famous people that keep their pure heart. And you can tell. Like Jewel. Right. Jewel is one of them. I can tell she's still cool. She's still a good person. But like, how about Rose McGowan? Do you know who Rose McGowan is?
Yeah, she's
she's pissed.
The girl
like,
that
she's fighting against Hollywood, and she is pissed. So like in her eyes, I can see anger and pain because of what she learned,
Sometimes I wonder if some of the celebrity overdoses or suicides have to do with them finding out something.
Oh, definitely. I think Heath Ledger, definitely. Brittany Murphy definitely was killed because she didn't want to go along with that gravy train.
Well, not just people that necessarily were killed, but also people found out that stuff wasn't the way that they thought it was, and they.
Yep.
Jara, there's videos of celebrities changing, right? I mean, like, I hate to say it, but the Kardashians don't look like they're like.
They're definitely not. There's something up with them.
They don't look the same.
Something's up with them. They're not. Yeah, they're not human. I don't know. Something's up with them, dude.
It's just weird. And we got to come back to the whole, how do they wipe their butt? Like,
Right?
seriously.
With those nails. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
They've got skid
I
marks
want
on their
somebody-
chonies for sure.
I would like, that would be definitely my point where I would be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm a little too big for my britches because I have to have somebody else wipe my butt.
Yeah, I would definitely check myself if I can't wipe my own ass. Like,
Or like if you're in an outfit that is so hard to take off, like at the Met Gala that you talk about just peeing in your dress.
oh God.
And they do that. They
Dude.
do that though. And it's like, ew, like really?
Ooh.
Could you imagine how uncomfortable that would be to be in a super tight leather like outfit and you're
And then
just like
feet on?
peeing?
Oh God.
And
I'd
how
be
bad
itchy
it would
after a while.
smell? Like, I don't know. Do you put like
You would get all rashy and red from that.
I know. If you're human.
Somebody's got an itchy coochie.
Yeah, and urine smell. Maybe they take some kind of a thing that makes their pee smell good.
I doubt it. It probably smells bad because they're probably on drugs. And when you're on a lot of big drugs, your pee changes smell too.
Yeah, you know what makes your changes that too is those one cereal, the Golden Puffs.
Oh, dude, if you eat the cheap Fruit Loops out of the bag, the malto meal ones, your poop will be green or blue. I swear.
Yep, same with Oops All Berries.
Oh shit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's weird how celebrities look different. It's like, oh man, they have done their transaction.
Yeah, you can tell. Like they just sold their, so they just signed in blood.
Yeah.
I
think
don't
a
know.
lot
I
of
hope
them are
Cardi B
controlled,
did.
though, too.
I love Cardi B, and I don't know. I hope she doesn't go to the dark side. She might have
I don't know
already.
any of them. Maybe they're all nice people. I just still can't get my head wrapped around like having a $270,000 car when you don't know how to drive it.
Right. And you don't ever drive it. It's sitting in your garage with 5 other cars.
Right. Because, like, really, it's not. Like, how do you spend that much money on something? I don't care how bad you want something. How do you do that exactly? Like, how?
I don't even know. What's the most expensive thing that I want? I want a really super nice house or a ranch or a farm, bunch of animals. That could be
I would love
expensive.
land and a farm to grow things for people, and I would let people live there. You know what I would do if I had a lot of money? I would buy a very large piece of land, and then I would find homeless people, and I would ask them if they would be willing to move onto the land and work with everybody that lives there, like in a community or whatever. And I would hire a holistic doctor that would treat them if they were addicted to drugs, would treat them with like psilocybin to see if we could get them clean. And we'd all work the food so that we'd all have, it would just be a community, dude. I would do that. And nobody would have to like give me money, or I would just do that. I would just support people. I will. That's why I'll never have money. I know I will never have money because I'll just give it away. I already know myself. I can't even have a garage sale without just being like, I don't know, just like.
Okay, what are we going to do about that? I'm really bad about that too. I keep giving away everything, giving away my services too, because I want to. But
right.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Dude.
Well, see, if we lived in a world where we didn't have to have money to survive, then we'd be able to be gracious and do things for people, because that's what makes us tick. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not that you just want to have a lot of money. No, you just want, like, we all just want money to pay our bill. Not we all. Some people just want to have a lot of money just so they can have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or so they can have more money than the other guy, because everything is a competition.
That's so ridiculous.
It is. It's very ridiculous. But like in my case, like I don't ever have a need for actual money. Like I would like some land so I could grow shit, but I gotta have money to do that.
Unfortunately, I need money because I need makeup. I need stuff. I need hygiene stuff. Like I
Yeah,
need
but what if
money.
you could get makeup and you didn't have to buy it? What if you just got it from the person down the street who also needed to be hypnotized? So you hypnotize them,
awesome.
and then they gave you makeup.
I should tell that lady at our meeting, like, I'll give you hypnotherapy if you give me nails.
I'm sure that
And then
she
the
would
other
probably
lady, I tell her I'll give
be
her
like,
hypnotherapy
yes,
for eyelashes.
right? I mean, people would do that, dude. I'm sure they would do that. I'm sure they would do that. But I can't be like, I'll give you a house for nails.
Yeah.
Shit, that doesn't work for my job.
I like bartering. I want to barter. I've been bartering a lot. Like I've been bartering already since I opened my business. Like I've traded stuff for hypnotherapy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think trading is important. I mean, money isn't even real, dude. It is literally not real unless it's gold.
Like what else
silver.
could I do? I could give you a shower. Oh, that's kind of crazy though. Like, because that was my job before. I would give the people showers.
I want you to give me a shower.
Dude, I would so give you a shower. And
I know.
It wouldn't even be weird.
We know that I would give you a shower because I gave lots of our.
You probably already gave me a shower before.
Actually, I don't think I did.
That mom, I used to get drunk and sometimes have to get showered because I probably puked on myself or something. It's pretty bad.
I don't think I ever gave you a bath.
Good times. Good times.
Good times. Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't you. I think it was Evie that gave me a shower. She hates me now, so that's probably why.
That's funny. That's hilarious. So what are we going to talk about next week?
Okay, so next week, let's talk about something cool.
Underground tunnel systems.
The underground tunnel systems, the disclosures. Let's talk about
telepathy.
Dude, I think everyone is telepathic.
We are. We just forgot. And then now we think we need technology to do everything. Because instead of like people trying to strengthen their vision, what they get glasses.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that. I'm sure there's natural ways to strengthen your eye muscles. I mean, yes, I know there's things that happen that cause blindness and all that, but
you could eat carrots, but don't turn orange, Jara.
Right? Oh yeah, that was my lotion, dude.
Oh yeah. That mom says, just gotta try not about starting a commune. She's all just gotta try not to turn into a cult. Why not? Cults are fun,
right?
They probably are.
Cults are what runs the world. Like, I think. I'm like, I think
we could start a kindness cult.
We could, or a cult where everybody cares about everybody. What? That would be so weird. Look at these people. They freaking care about each other and shit. Like there's some. I know. They're like helping each other clean.
They're so mindful.
I know. We gotta shut this down right away.
Shut it down.
They just keep giving each other money back and forth. No, you take it. No, you take it. No, you
smiling and laughing, giggling and shit.
Yeah, well, they would label that as a disease.
I'm gonna start a kindness cult, and it's gonna be called Love and Above.
Right? There you go. I like that. Yep. Love and Above. Very good. That's very good. I like that. And it rhymes, which is why it's Love and Above. I love that. And above. That's also a cult, Jara. Oh, what? The sister wives crap? What is it? What is sister wives?
Have you seen the sister wives? Dude, that is a cult. I mean, most religions are probably cults. I'm pretty sure that the Catholic Church is a cult.
Dude, I would be a sister wife.
I would not. I could not. I would be kicking their asses. I'd be kicking the other wife's asses all the time. I'd be like, that's no.
I don't think I would, dude. I don't think I would. I'm like,
you're not like a jealous girl. I'm like a jealous girl. I'd be like slapping those bitches around.
I'd be like, dude, this is fun. Let's have a slumber party.
That's curly fingers.
No boys allowed.
Oh, shit. Too good. Too much good. Well, I don't know. I guess we could wrap it up. It's already an hour and a half, so we did pretty good. And we love Bat Mom for being our guest.
Yes, thank you so
And
much.
Michael.
And Michael. Thank you, Michael, even though you're not. Yeah. I guess I probably shouldn't share mine either. I don't know. We'll see.
I love it when you talk about your husband, Jara. You're always like, my husband's so fine.
He is. He is. He's a beautiful specimen.
I think mine's pretty cute too.
Yeah, I've always had a crush on my husband. It gets kind of old though, because I'm like, okay, like it sucks that I still have a crush on you because like you're already mine, but I feel like I still, have a crush.
I thought that was pretty funny when you called my husband a Lego guy the other day. That was pretty cute.
He did. He reminded me
He
of
did
the
though,
Lego
because he had his hard hat
on. Yeah, that was funny. And then I was like, "Oh, you getting off early? I'll talk to. Do you want me to flirt with your boss?" And then he's the boss. Never mind.
All right, buddy. Let's just wrap it up then. I want Bat Mom, I want you to have a good rest of the week, and I'll probably talk to you again.
Yeah, actually, my husband doesn't watch the show. He says it's
neither does mine. Mine doesn't even like.
I agree. I'm with him. I'm like, yeah, don't watch it.
Yeah, whatever.
We disagree on a lot of things, but so, I still love him.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
So I'll see you around, Bat Mom. I'll see you in the next chat. Next time I see you, wouldn't want to be you. Maybe I would. I think I'm getting sleepy now. We worked hard today, so.
Yeah, we did. I know, and I have a all-day event tomorrow morning, and
So I'm not going to get to talk to you tomorrow, like our crazy texts back and forth.
No, not till it'll be over at 4. I thought it was from 10 to 5.
I was worried about you the other day when I didn't get anything.
Oh, why? What was I doing? Class?
I don't know. You were doing your classes. Yeah, I was all, dang, I hope she's alive.
Yeah, I was just doing classes. Yeah, I was going to try to do one tonight, but I'm not going to do that because I'm tired.
Go get some rest.
Good night,
yeah, all right. I love you. I love you, Bat Mom. I love you
too.
Jara.
Love you too. All righty.
Okay,
I'll see you later. Bye.
No one ever sees me.